And of course, we're going to need a hospital just in case any of our foresters chop their own fingers off. Hello and welcome back to Triclaw Gaming with me, Fletcher, and welcome back to City Skylines and Prehistoric Bay. Now today, we're going to be expanding on our industry and generally expanding the city, but before we get into that, I would ask that if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you're already subscribed, liking and commenting on the video, as we are still growing the channel, and we'd like to see our numbers increase to at least 100 by July. That's our hope. So yes, please consider subscribing and all that jazz. But let's get on with it and get this city on the go. Now, obviously last time we were just trying to get a bit of the city constructed, and that's what we've done, and we are making money, if not lots of it. Now, what I want to do is expand. Oh dear, well my industrial area is a burning inferno. It's alright, the fire crews took that up. What I want to do is construct some renewable industry, farming and forestry down along this river here. Because if we look at the natural resources, you can see we've got quite a lot of farmland here and also on the other side. But we've also got this patch of trees down here, which I want to use for forestry. Now I suppose I could have forestry up there as well, but it's not very flat. So we'd have to persistently flatten the area to make it useful. And I have a feeling I'm going to need an intersection up there. So we'll have the farming down here to begin with. So let's just exit that. Let's get daytime sorted out. Now we're going to need to purchase that area of land, so that's perfectly fine. And the first thing we're going to need to think about is the road systems. Now, the road network for my city is not particularly good right now, because obviously it was all built temporarily, just to get this starting area going. So we actually need to think more carefully about where these roads are going to go. Basically, these two roads are going to pop out about here, and then we're going to have highways leading up this mountain in order to cross that. And now we've got daytime. Let's pause that so we can actually see what we're doing. Now, what we need to start to think about is flattening this terrain and getting an intersection up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on with that. Right, now that's done, we'll get back to it. Now you can see what I've done here is I've got an intersection here. The highways coming under this, under these tunnels, will come out here, and this gives us all this land up here that we can make use of. But I also just like hiding many of these highways just for soundproofing. Now, these roads need to go up here eventually, or perhaps through this mountain. I'm not sure which I'm going to do. But for the time being, that can just stay as a dead end. Now what we need to do is reconnect up this district here, which will eventually change what I'm going to have in here, but I need to connect this up to up here. Now what I'm going to do is create an offshoot here. Right, so what we want to do is connect this road to here, but we also need to think about how this off ramp is going to connect over there as well. Now I don't particularly want it to cross the middle because that's an intersection which will cause traffic flow problems. Then we can have our standard so that's our off ramp there. And an off ramp there. So people coming down from this way eventually will be able to just go into there, and people coming this way can just go into there. No, because that will... See, this is the difficulty with City Skylines, is that you have to spend a lot of time really carefully thinking about your roads, because if you don't, then as you try to expand your city, your roads just become a mess, and they clog up, and you'll be able to do absolutely nothing with them. Okay, let's have our national road exit again, sort of here-ish. That's going to go that way. And then from there to there. It looks a bit untidy. We can sort that out in beautification. But basically, I want farm lorries to be able to go that way, and then rejoin up here. We'll see how it works. We might need to do some changes to that. Now this is just going to be generic farming industry. We're not going to make use of the brand new DLC industry, primarily because it takes quite a lot to construct. So I'm just going to go with generic farming industry for the time being. We need to have a roundabout or something down here. So let's construct a roundabout. Roundabout maker. There we go. That makes it so much easier. And then we're going to have some generic one-way roads. Now, I want these to be as speed-reaching as possible. There we go. Always make sure you have a few through roads, like so. Same down here. Maybe along there. No, I actually think that'll stick with that. I think I need to replace those two. There we go. So now we've got multiple through roads, and those lorries can get back up to here. Now, what we need to do is draw out this district. So this whole area is going to be forestry, probably all the way over here as well, probably. That gives us plenty of room to expand the forestry and obviously have train connections when we can. Hawthorn as well, nicely named. Hawthorn is a type of tree. Right. So this needs to be forestry. There we go. And then we just put down our industry here. And we will get some forestry on the way. So we'll leave that to get on with it. Now the bigger problem is the clamouring for more residential. Now I don't particularly want to put residential over here, and we still got this horrible crater of smog. Or should that be crater of smaug? I don't know. I'm almost tempted to have another offshoot from here over this ridge line. I wonder. Yeah, let's just get on with putting something down here. We could just have this as a small... as a small little housing area. Bit of a cul-de-sac here. That'll do. We can obviously have this continue up here and have it have a sort of strong road up there. There we go. Let's try and get away from having horrifically square blocks. Because in Britain, our towns and cities do kind of... Well, not our cities, but our towns do generally look like this, just random road patterns and stuff. So, yeah, that will do for the time being. How is our industry going? We've got a problem. So, not enough workforce. That will change once more people move in. This is a tiny house. So plenty of people moving in, which is good. Quite a lot of Lamborghinis moving in. Oh, and quite a few huge 4x4s as well. The Chelsea of Chelsea's tractors. This guy has a Lamborghini as well. What's this Guinness lorry going? Yeah, we can... I like that bridge cutting through this ridge. And just to give us another little housing area. And we can probably have this connect back around to here. Somewhere. What's going on here? Garbage has piled up. Where's our garbage? No, we do have garbage lorries coming, so they're probably all stuck with the new layout here. So at least this route seems to be working, although that's going to be a problem. No, that was correct. I have just... See what I mean? The roads you'll spend 90% of your time playing this game trying to figure out how to get your roads to work correctly. Oh dear. Criminals. Ah, right, okay, yes. We need to think about the usual important buildings down here, especially fire and police. So we'll put a fire station over there, small police station over here, and of course we're going to need a hospital just in case any of our foresters chop their own fingers off. We give them quite a big hospital, because I have a feeling there'll be quite a few injuries. And all of our values are down low, apart from commercial. People are still wanting more commercial. And what's going on here? We've got a huge stack of small convenience stores, general stores. It's quite bizarre. They're all the same, all exactly the same. Kind of like it, actually. It's quite nice, but yeah, I'll have to think about that. Stick in a couple more commercial there and there. At least they're not complaining about the wind turbines. Okay. This leopard tank down here, just driving along. Can we follow him? Tool traffic routes follow. There we go. Ain't no criminals gonna be getting away from a police chase in my town. Not when they take a 120mm slug through the window. I love how it's just following this hippie beetle there. But you wouldn't want to see that in your rear view mirror, would you, when you're driving along? Just a 70-ton police tank. I don't like how many people are parking on the roads here. You may have to give them a parking structure of some description. We're also going to have to think about schools eventually. Oh, we are actually making... Actually, how do we unfollow? There we go. We are actually making enough money for me to think about schools. We've got quite this sort of empty land up there. We need to think about educating our population. Now we will stick a school in, our first school. Oh wow, okay. So public library, community school, Institute of Creative Arts. High school, undergraduate library, public library. I just want a small elementary. An alternative to elementary, right, okay. Well, that looks nice. Right, well, at least we have a school. We could do with some better high school education. Library. That's a huge library. So it looks quite similar to the library that used to be near me, where I lived in Brighton. Actually, I don't mind that. Good. Right, that should help with education. Coolest looking school I've seen. Some of these houses are quite nice. I do like these ones. These two are quite nice. These are more similar to the houses we do actually get in England, these terrace sort of bungalows and things like that. You don't see a lot of houses this large. British houses tend to be tall as opposed to wide. I'm concerned about this, the amount of trucks that we have coming through here. I was going to give them a parking area, wasn't I? Oh, it would do as car parking for the time being, even if that looks very strange. I have to sort that out in beautification. Oh dear. There's been a fire over here. So you can't put out forest fires until you have a forest fire station, and they're really expensive. And we aren't making that much money. And apparently there's a problem with the water supply. Someone's complaining about the water. Everywhere looks okay to me. Yeah, that's fine. You're complaining about healthcare. Oh, we are lacking quite a few. Okay, we'll put that one there. We could definitely do with some more fire protection. And I think we could probably do with another police station. Now that will fit nicely and neatly by the school. We'll have them use the Volvos. And this fire station will have used Volvo fire trucks as well. Might as well. Definitely going to have to sort out a few iffy structures with beautification, I think. Why have we still got a problem with garbage up here? Garbage lorries are coming around. Ah, that's where the water problem is. Where's our finances? Ah, it might be because I'm barely spending any money on the water funding. But that's going to make me lose even more money. That will hopefully deal with the residential demand. Although it is a bit ugly. But we can get rid of it once we've got the high-rise residential blocks. And once we've expanded beyond this small area. There we go. We are now actually making money. Population counter's gone up, which is nice. These guys don't have an especially nice thing to look at. But once this industry is gotten rid of, these guys are doing all okay. They're our forested area. Don't think we don't really want to put down the farming area yet because we don't have any need for industry at the moment. It's solely everything else that people want. Reports of trouble at the hang on, what was that? Reports of trouble at the Black Mesa Research Facility. Hashtag smell the ashes. Hashtag Freeman. Oh dear. if people do not know where that particular thing comes from, then you need to go and play the Half-Life games. Squeeze a few more houses up here. Getting a little bit of slowdown here now. This needs to be 2-lane off. This needs to be 2-lane on. And what we want to do is we want to decide now. We want to sort out our road connections. So we want this outer lane to just be turning off, and we want this lane to be going on. Those two are fine. This one we need to change as well. So we want the outer lane to be turning off and that lane to be going ahead. And now we need to look at this. So these guys need to be going there. These guys need to be going there. These guys need to be going there. And then on this particular road, we want these guys to be going there. These ones there or there. These ones there or there. This particular junction, we want people going from there to there or there, and these guys going straight up. Right. Ooh. That should help out our traffic flow. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, that seems to be working better. Right, yeah, we need to do the same down here. So that needs to be 2-lane. This one needs to be 2-lane. And then we need to look at the traffic signs. So this particular road, we want people to only be turning off in lane 2, and lane 1 goes straight ahead. And then same for here. This one we want people to be only turning off in lane 1, lane 2 goes straight ahead. And then if we sort out the traffic flow diagram, so people here can go there or there, people here can go there. For this particular junction, people go from here to there, or from here to there to there, or from there to there or there. And then this particular junction, they go from there to there, or there, and from there to there, or there, and from here to there, or there. That should now fix the traffic flow there a little bit as well. Of course, everyone is wanting to travel across here. We're making more money. Our housing areas are all packed again. A lot of beautification to do. Right. I don't particularly like how sprawling this has had to become, but again, it's because we don't have access to the high-density residential yet. I wouldn't really have to do anything over here if I had been able to put high-density residential in a couple of spots, but until I get to 3,400 required? Yeah, 3,400. I don't have access to it, so we have to keep sprawling for a little bit. I kind of like this little offshoot district though. We'll probably keep that and make it a bit bigger, and maybe even give it its own dragon, because they don't have a dragon, so they could have one sort of over here, maybe in this empty space. There we are. These guys can have a dragon too. There we go. It's annoyingly the same colour. Ah! We've reached a population of 2,400, so we get access to city planning, more unique buses and unique buildings, oil industry specialisation, tourism specialisation. We got access to new policies, we have access to more new types of road, including a few of the ones I've downloaded. I could have done with those earlier. And access to some more parks and bigger hospitals. Yes. So I've just got access to a load of buildings that actually I could have done with having... there you go. You've got a green dragon here. That'll do. Yes, I've just got access to a load of buildings that we could have done with having earlier on when we were trying to build things up. No matter, when I do my beautification pass, I can put in some of those new things that we've just gotten access to. Like, oh, that is very large. These roundabouts are very large. Curvy roundabout. Might work better down here than the thing I have already established. So I might change the intersection type. Now that I have access to some better ones. We'll see. But yeah, at least I have access to those new buildings. So I think we'll leave it there with the city making money and a bigger population and new stuff to play around with in beautification. I know we didn't really seem to get much done, and we sort of plodded through this part. But I'm afraid until we get the high density areas unlocked and stuff, we have to sort of take things slowly. But thank you all for joining in. I must remember to try to do more of these more often, but I've been ill the last few weeks, so it's gotten it was difficult to do videos when I couldn't speak. So I will hopefully be able to do more of these from now on. And like I say, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And if you're already subscribed, please like and comment on the video. And until next time, stay safe and see you later.